guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie, and every week I share videos about cleaning, organizing, homemaking inspiration for you. In today's video, I'm going to be putting up my Christmas decorations. So this is going to be part one of my Christmas decor. So if you like what you're watching, do not forget to subscribe, and I really hope you enjoy this video. So I had promised my husband that I was going to wait until after Thanksgiving to start my Christmas decor, since we did host Thanksgiving this year. My family stayed with us for a week, but it was a total of 2 weekends that they stayed here, and I concentrated into spending most of the time with them. I did not do a lot of cleaning, and I also did not decorate or post many videos, but that's okay because I really needed the break. And I'm going to get started today by putting down all the fall decor and taking out all the pumpkins, everything related to fall, and the mantle is actually going to be bare. I'm going to take everything down and I'm going to switch it up completely. So if you want to know what I do in there, stay tuned till the end of this video and you'll see what it is that I'm going to do here. But I was so satisfied that I could start cleaning because the floors were out of control. So you're going to see me doing pretty much what I do every single week. I'm going to take everything away from my living room, the rug. I'm going to move the couch. I'm going to move everything to make sure that I can completely deep clean the floors before I start decorating. And I know that the Christmas tree is going to make a mess once you start assembling it. They're always messy, but I really need to start off with clean floors, and I really do not mind to vacuum twice. That's just me. It's the way I like to do things, so just bear with me. So before I take my rug out, of course, I'm going to also vacuum it so that when I put it away, it's clean, and then when I put it back on the floor, it's also clean as well. And since I have my vacuum cleaner out, I'm going to use it. I'm going to vacuum everything. The reason why I push the couch behind is so that I can get through that space that's underneath the couch that accumulates a lot of dog hair, a lot of dirt, a lot of sand, because the stone that you see in my house around the fireplace and the bar area actually generates a lot of sand, and that's why I like to use the broom if I'm not using my vacuum cleaner most of the time. So I'm also going to mop my floors with my favorite mop. It's going to be linked down below, and I just use Water Down Fabuloso. And before we moved into the decor part of this video, I wanted to mention that this video is in collaboration with POTASSIUM Cosmetics. POTASSIUM Cosmetics, thank you so much for collaborating with me. They sent me this pair of false eyelashes called Mood, and they also sent me a lip gloss called Coquito, and I gotta say that I was super impressed by the quality. The eyelashes, as you can tell, are super easy to apply, and the lip gloss, oh my god, is so pigmented. I'm not using any lipstick or lip liner underneath, and as you can tell, it has a lot of coverage, and these two products make the perfect look for the holidays if you're looking to have one this year, or if you don't love makeup but you know somebody who loves makeup and you want to support a small business during this holiday season. I strongly suggest you to check POTASSIUM Cosmetics. I'm going to link their website down below, and I certainly did feel pretty wearing these two products. It's just incredible what a pair of eyelashes and a red lip gloss can do for you. So back to the decor. I'm going to start with my tree. I'm going to get it in and start assembling it and start fluffing it up. It's been put away for a year, so you gotta make sure you open all of those leaves and stems so that it looks fluffy and full, and you don't have any gaps in between the parts of the tree, if that makes sense. So I'm going to assemble it. I'm not going to do a perfect job right now, only because I am going to go in with ribbon and many other elements that I would like to play with the stems a little bit more as I do that, but I want to make sure that initially I can have the tree kind of fluffed up. So this is with the lights on. Isn't it amazing the first time you light up your tree when you're decorating for Christmas for the first time is kind of magical, at least to me. But I do like to work with a light up Christmas tree only because you can play a little bit with the lights and you can have a better vision on how things are looking like. So I'm going to start with my red ribbon. I do like to use a lot of red in my Christmas decor. You're going to notice I'm going to go for a very country farmhouse style, very rustic, and I do like traditional Christmas colors. I like the red, the green, the gold, all of that. So the way that I like to put the ribbon, and it's basically a bulletproof way, you start with little pieces on the top and then you go make your way through the bottom. The way I do it is that I basically secure the ribbon with one of the Christmas tree stems, and I try to do it so that it's very well tucked in so that you can really not tell that that's what's going on. That's one of the Christmas stems that's holding the ribbon in place, if that makes sense. So the way you achieve that is by basically tucking the ribbon all the way to the back so that you can have that effect. Another important thing to do when putting ribbon in your Christmas tree is to make sure you open those little pieces of ribbon that are sticking out. You have to open them very well, fluff them up, make sure that they're visible, and make sure that they're not wrinkly or anything so that they look beautiful and so that they look as if a designer did it. So I'm working with 3 different kinds of ribbon. I think that's probably the maximum of colors that you can play around with. I have the red ribbon, I have the gingham black and white, and I'm also going to go in with a beige color as well. And I already have the ribbon cut because this is basically the 3rd year that I decorate my Christmas tree like this, and I don't want to change it because I really love it. Maybe next year, I don't know, let's see how that goes. But my ribbon is already cut, so I'm working with the pieces that I have already cut from previous years, which is pretty useful and it saves me time, and I like that. But per color, I guess I'm gonna use around 2 or 3 pieces of ribbon. So I use 2 pieces of the red, and I'm going to use 3 pieces of the gingham, and then around 2 or 3 pieces of the beige color. So that's how I'm going to do it. You don't have to concentrate a lot of ribbon on the bottom of the tree, especially if you have kids or if you have dogs like myself. You can just leave that part bare, and then you can fill it up a little bit better or a little bit more with some ornaments, which I'm going to show you later in this video. But this is how my Christmas tree ended up looking like after I put all the ribbon. It's a lot of ribbon, but you gotta go big or go home because it has to look full. And then these are my ornaments. Majority of them, if not 100% of them, are ornaments that my mother-in-law passed to me from when my husband was a baby. So this ornament right here is from Christmas 1982, you guys. This is a very old ornament and I love it. So that's another reason why I use these colors, because I feel like they can make my ornaments match all together and just look very pretty. So I have these Santa bags that I got from Michael's a couple years back as well, and I'm going to also put them in my Christmas tree. I like that they make the Christmas tree look a little fuller and a little bit more elaborated as well. And then I'm going to go in with my ornaments. So I like to break down the ornament part in 2 sessions. So the first one is going to be the ornaments that I want to highlight the most, which are the ones that I'm going to go in with first, find a special place for them in the Christmas tree so that they can be visible. And for me, those are going to be the ornaments that I just showed you. And then after I'm done with those, I'm going to go in with the filler ornaments and the filler and elements that I'm also going to show you. But for now, I'm going to take my time, find a special place for each ornament, and just enjoy the process.
snow is set to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas.
Once I have all of my ornaments in place, including the fillers and the special ones, I'm going to go in with some cranberries, and these I'm going to put on the sides of the tree so that it can just complete the look, make it a little bit more elaborated, and take my Christmas tree to the next level. You can definitely apply these elements onto your Christmas tree. You just have to play with the colors. You don't have to use cranberries. You can use flowers or any kind of leaf that goes with the style that you're going for, and then you can play with the colors of the ribbon. But certainly these are extra elements that are very cheap and that can take your Christmas tree to the next level, besides to just putting ornaments, if that makes sense. I also have these metal words. One says welcome, the other one says harvest. They're not even for Christmas, but I like to put them in my Christmas tree. I think they complete the look very well. And then I'm going to make sure all of my ribbon looks good, all the ornaments are visible. And then I'm going to go in with my Christmas tree topper, which is this burlap bow that I've used also for years and I love, and I don't know when I'm going to change because I like it too much. So I'm going to make sure it looks straight, and right after I have that done, I have to vacuum my floors again because of course all the Christmas decorations and the ornaments and the Christmas tree just completely make the floor dirty again. But like I said, I don't mind vacuuming twice as long as my house is clean before I start decorating. And once that's done, I'm going to go in with my Christmas tree skirt. And this one I made also a couple years back with some fleece and some ribbon. I got it from Walmart and I hot glued everything, and it's still looking very good. And I'm also going to place this little sign that I've also used for many years. You guys, my Christmas tree doesn't change much. Like I said, maybe next year I'll change it, who knows. But the next project I'm going to take on is going to be my mantle, which I've been pretty excited to decorate this year, as I did have a very clear idea on what I wanted to do. Now, I'm going to start off by creating this bow. I'm not an expert doing sophisticated bows or anything like that. I'm just going to literally tie the ribbon, and I'm going to make two bows, and I'm going to hot glue them together so that it looks like it's a more elaborated bow, if that makes sense. So that's just me cheating because I don't know how to make elaborated bows that easily. But you know, as long as you open up all the ribbon very well and you fluff it up, I think it's gonna look good. So as you can tell here, I'm just gonna go in and hot glue that. And then I'm going to make sure that the ends are the same size, and once that's done, I'm going to go in and cut the corners. I do think that cutting the corners of your bows take them to the next level. It makes them look like a present or something. They just look more beautiful. So I'm going to do that for the four ends. And then I'm going to proceed and hot glue this bow onto the Christmas wreath. This one I got from Walmart, and all of these new pieces of decor that I got are listed in my Christmas decor haul that I'm going to leave in the cards for you to check out in case you want to know where things are from. And then that wreath is going to go on top of this window frame that I actually made myself because I did not want to pay $60 for a window frame. So what I did was that I went to the dollar store, I picked up 6 canvases, I got rid of the canvas material and was left with a frame, a wood frame that I basically hot glued together and then spray painted. And that's how I got this window frame, and I'm going to attach it with some ribbon. I'm going to attach my wreath onto that with some ribbon, and that's going to be the main piece that I'm going to use on my mantle, which is exactly what I wanted. But like I said, I wanted the affordable version because after all, I'm only going to be using this for a month, so I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money for that. Then I'm going to go in with these mini Christmas trees I got from Target. Then that greenery on the sides, the candle holders I already had, and I always repurpose them around my house. Basically one of the best things I could have purchased because I can use them all throughout many seasons. Then I'm going to go in with a bead garland. I'm going to add some houses. I got these from the dollar section at Target as well, along with the little Christmas trees. I'm going to add some flocked pine cones here and there to make it look a little bit more fuller. And then the last thing I'm going to do is to add my stockings. I got stocking holders at Hobby Lobby, and I thought the package was for 4, but it was actually for 2. So I have to run to Hobby Lobby later on this week and get an extra one to put the stockings for our dog, Sasha Bear. She needs her stocking. I mean, come on. And then this basket, you might remember, I always have it in my living room. I put that Merry Christmas pillow in there, and then I'm going to put my lanterns in there because I love how they look. But to give them a little extra Christmas look, I'm going to attach these little things. I don't know how you call that, those little arrangements onto them. And I didn't even hot glue them. I just twisted the wire, and then to cover that up, I'm going to go in with some more ribbon and make a tiny bow. And I'm just going to make sure it looks pretty. It's very well open, all the ribbon, so that it looks just like a fluffy, beautiful bow. And that's how I got a Christmas lantern instead of paying, I don't know, $60 for them at the Christmas stores, Walmart, whatever. I mean, this is something you can totally do yourself, and this is what I'm talking about when I say that you can actually pick up some ideas from the stores and just make them into DIY projects. And I was actually pretty happy with the way these turned out. So once all my living room decor is done, I'm going to place my rug and my sofa back in. I did have to vacuum the floors once again. I did that off camera, but this is the final result. This is going to be part 1 of my Christmas decor video, and I'm actually super happy with how things turned out. My vision came true, and I cannot wait to show you what I did around the rest of my house. But I'm going to let you observe everything up close just for a little bit before the video is over. That is going to be everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to know and see what it is that I do for the rest of my house, do not forget to subscribe so that you can watch part 2 of Christmas decor with me and some other exciting new videos that are coming up your way to give you all the inspiration for this holiday season around your home. Again, thank you so much for watching, and leave in the comment section down below what it is that you plan to do for your Christmas decor this year if you have not already decorated your house. I really do hope I can see you in the next video, and bye!